Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aman. Today I am riding the all new HERO XTREME 160R BS6 2022 version STEALTH Edition. Before starting the video, I want to thank Akshara Hero for helping me out. If anyone living in Konta or nearby village, if you want to check out new bikes from Hero, contact links are in the description. This motorcycle cost from 1,70,000 to the 1,20,000 for the STEALTH Edition ex-showroom price Sukma. Let's start with the background of this bike. On front we get a nice Hero 3D logo. We get diode headlamp setup with LED headlamp with LED winkers, LED turn indicators. The overall throw of this light is very nice, very perfect, very brightness at the night. The overall front design is very muscular, very aggressive. On front we get a telescopic suspension system with anti-friction bush. We get reflector on side. On front we get a 276mm pedal disc brake with single channel ABS. On front we get a MRF tubeless tire with size of 180 R17, which is quite sufficient. On tank we get a 3D Extreme STEALTH Edition badge, which looks very stylish. In STEALTH Edition we get a nice dual tone treatment with shiny black and matte black, which looks very aggressive in this color. On here we get a F5 fuel injection badging. In this bike we get a 163cc air cooled 4-stroke 2-valve single cylinder OHC engine. This engine produces the maximum power of 15.2 PS at 8500 rpm and maximum torque of 14 Nm at 6500 rpm. Advanced programmed fuel injection system. In this bike we get a both self and kick option. We get nice rear brake pedal. On rear we get a 7-step adjustable monoshock suspension system. On rear braking system we get a 220mm pedal disc brake, which provide a great braking in this bike, and also we have an option of 130mm drum brake in lower variants. On rear we get a MRF radial tubeless tire with size of 130/70 R17, which gives a good controllability in corners. On rear we get a smoky Stealth signature LED tail lamp, which looks very sporty. We get a LED turn indicators. We get this nice integrated pillion grab handle. The seat cushioning is very comfortable for both rider and pillion. Also the rider seat is very wider for long rides. We get sari guard as an accessories. On this side we get a 160R badging. From here we can open the seat. We get nice aluminium finished footsteps. The gear pedal position and the brake pedal position are on the comfort side. On this side we get a same Hero and Extreme STEALTH badging. On top of the tank we have again Hero XTREME 160R badging. Some warnings and precautions about fueling and riding. Under the handlebar we have a USB charging socket to charge the mobile on the go, which is the best feature in this bike. On left side we have a pass light switch, headlamp upper dipper switch, hazard light switch, turn indicator switch and horn. Let's hear the sound of the horn. On right side this switch acts as an engine kill switch and also as an ignition switch. Let's turn on the vehicle and listen the exhaust sound. This is the instrument cluster of this vehicle. We get united LED console, which shows RPM, speed, gear indicator, welcome message, odometer, trip 1, trip B, fuel indicator. We can also adjust the brightness of this instrument cluster. In terms of performance, this 163cc engine produces 15 bhp and 14 Nm torque. From this engine we get a very great low end and mid end, but in high end after 8000 rpm we can feel a bit lagginess in the power after 8000 rpm. Whatever the power and torque we get below the 8000 rpm, so whatever the gear changes we make, we have to make under the 8000 rpm. In terms of transmission, we get a high speed manual transmission system. The gearing feedback is very good. We can feel every shifting. The top speed of the vehicle is 110 km/h and we can get the mileage of 45 to 50 km/L with fuel tank capacity of 12 liters. In this bike we get Xsense technology with improve our mileage and performance during uphill, and we also get the auto sail technology which helps to crawl the vehicle in higher gears at low RPM. In terms of suspension system, on lower speed it is on softer side, in higher speed it is on stiffer side. The overall performance and suspension feedback is very great while maneuvering in highways, in also cornering, also well as in off-roading. In terms of braking, the braking feedback and braking performance are quite good, quite sufficient. At last, according to me, should we have to buy this bike or not? If we compare this bike to Apache 160 and 160R, this is value for money bike, and the features we get in this bike are not we can get in Apache 160. In terms of power and comfort, this is a best bike to buy.